welcome back to ST.E.P on Air. Only the two most beautiful elements of the group this time.
We say hello to Aaron and Matteo. Hello!
Not even trying.
So, how are you, Joanna?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine. Just a little tired, but fine.
Okay.
Fine. So, a new podcast,
A new episode, new theme, new stuff to talk about.
What do you do in your life, in your quotidianity?
In my everyday life, what do I do? Well, like 23 out of 24 hours, I more or less work with social media and communications and stuff like that, like everything you can imagine.
Oh, it sounds great.
That 1 hour of life that I get, I try to sleep. Doesn't always work out.
Ah, but fine.
What about
you? In my everyday life, I have not a social life. I study, I work, but the most important thing is communication. In fact, Joanna is the communication manager of the association, and I'm a social media manager. And we work with social, in social platform, Instagram, Facebook, Linktree, Canva.
If you're interested, contact us.
And so this is.
Yeah.
First of all, what's your favorite social platform?
What's my favorite social platform? Oh God. I don't want to say like Instagram because that's like the answer that anybody would give, but it's Instagram. I mean, it's the one that allows you to be like the most creative with the way you write, the way you post pictures and stuff, even the stories. Like, you have no idea how much fun I have with the stories because I never post on my social media, but the stories are fun to do. What about you?
Instagram too. I really like taking photo, writing thoughts, quotes, algo así.
Yeah, she's also our Spanish translator, our Spanish guru. So
in my free time, I don't know.
Do you have it?
No.
What is that?
It's my desire, having free time. I think not speaking Spanish, having a free time. So. Let's start with the argument of today. Communication, types, topics of communication. So,
what do you see communication like? I mean, do you see it as just posting on Instagram once in a while and being the Kim Kardashian of Instagram, or writing posts like middle-aged people on Facebook? What is communication to you?
For me, communication is really a question because I use my platform social to share my thoughts, share my photo. I don't know, but my goals is not being a social animal, but sharing feelings. I don't know what I see every day in my life, what I feel every single day. This I think, but it's a really hard question because now thinking about this argument is really complicated. And for you?
For me, since I study communications now, it's getting a little bit trickier because I understand a few mechanisms and I'm interested in them. To me, communication is understanding who your target is. Like, who do you want to communicate with, who do you want to talk to, who do you want to share your thoughts with? Is it people you know? Is it your friends? Is it a larger audience? Is it a work environment audience? Because if you're talking about work, if you're talking about your professional life, it would be better to go for Facebook. Or if you want a larger community for work or stuff like that, you can go to Telegram. There's a lot of intricacies where you have to understand what you want from social media, and that's where true communication starts for me. That's what I see it like.
Yes, I'm agree with that. And talking about I don't know, Instagram or Facebook, we have some rules, some rules like
You mean like you mean like the hours when you have to post and stuff like that?
I'm just a little tired and excited, and I'm really shy, and speaking in front of a camera for me is really hard, but now it's...
Yeah, don't come for us. We're very shy people, actually.
But yes, we have rules about hours, about the context, the text, the languages, because for example in Facebook we publish our posts or our stories in Italian and in English, but first of all in English, less in Italian, and then in Italian and in Instagram we use English, only English. We use hashtag, really important, using a hashtag, and
for visibility reasons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand what your tools are. I'm not talking about like just apps that you can use to make your feed better or stuff like that, but really understanding what you can use to make your posts more visible, your stories more visible. So use hashtags to make your profile, your posts more traceable. That's a lot more evident for like Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But did I pronounce it like that? Anyway, for Twitter.
I think Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going for American English. I'm sorry.
I haven't Twitter.
You don't have it. It's very useful, and I'm talking to everyone now. It's not just Instagram, it's not just Facebook, there's not just Telegram and stuff like that. Twitter, especially for news, especially for keeping an open mind about debates,
mm-hmm.
about understanding what is going on in the entire world. Because Instagram, there are algorithms anywhere, but Instagram is so used that it is personalized in such a way that you get only what you want to know, pretty much. Twitter is very good because you can get a lot of information in a very easy way,
mm-hmm.
and you can have it opens your mind from this point of view. It's not such a good social media from the point of view of communicating with other people. But once again, you need to understand what you want from a certain social media. It's also fun because you get a lot of like GIFs and stickers from Twitter. So again, win-win.
Maybe tonight I can
download.
I can try and download Twitter, and
yes, I sold it.
But I think I prefer Facebook for news, for communication of the day, because in Facebook you can find articles or a link. Or I don't know. This I prefer because I prefer the articles than the sentences.
Yeah. You can post articles and links on Twitter as
mm-hmm.
well. The only difference is Facebook has like much longer comments and stuff like that, and that is also useful because you get people's opinions. On Twitter, you have a smaller amount of words.
How many?
I think they were 128 some time ago, or 140.
Really short.
Yeah, pretty short sentences.
Mm-hmm. I prefer a text very, very long because it's more explicative.
Yeah.
And not short, because but I think that Twitter is interesting for the communication, because it's, I don't know in English, I try to explain the
word,
but it's more
captivating.
She's reading in my
I can read her mind now. We spend so much time together on social media that we have to.
We spend actually, I think, like 20 no, but I think
10 hours
10 hours every day, talking about communication about posting. Because it's really difficult. For example, for the hours, every social platform has the personal duration.
It has its personal hours, its own hours. For example, you can post the same thing, the same content at the same time on Instagram and Facebook, for example, and expect the same level of attention and from the same people.
It changes. For example, with my private account, it's different. For example, I publish from my personal account at 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or more or less at 21 in the night. For the association, we have a particular hours. For example, for the important communication with the university or other association, we use the 11 hours.
Yeah, we post in the morning anyway.
In the morning. And for the fun, the events, we use the afternoon, for example, and in the evening we cannot publish nothing.
Because it's not gonna get views.
Yeah.
Very objectively. Yeah, it changes a lot. A personal profile and an association's profile or an official profile have each one their own rules, their own hours, and their own content. You can publish a photo of yourself drinking whatever on a public page, because that's not the kind of content. You need to understand the kind of content you want to post and the image of yourself that you want to build. For example, on Facebook, if you want a professional environment, you need to know what type of image of yourself you want to give.
When I was young, I published, I think, everything, and now I'm really ashamed of it. And so when I delete. Oh, this fun, delete. Oh, this photo, delete. Every day or every night. After midnight, this is my work.
So once again, social media. There's no free time.
No.
But like she said, we talk a lot. We have a lot of work to do, because if you want to do things well in a certain way, you have to spend some thought and some time on it. Because you can't be Chiara Ferragni if you don't have someone who knows how to work with social media behind it. And our goal is to teach you how to be that someone by learning what you want to post, by learning when to post, and knowing exactly what type of content you want to publish according to the image of yourself you want to give. So again, try understanding what it is that you want from your social media, and then you'll understand how to communicate.
Yes. I think that's all.
That's pretty much it.
And yes.
And if you have any themes you want to talk about, any theme you like, and you want to hear us or the boys or the four of us talk about, we're here. We're waiting for you. Send it to our... Stay tuned. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.